Raphael Tuju, the Jubilee Secretary General, has been vindicated. Mariam Sharlet, the former ODM candidate for Msambweni, who William Ruto poached and wanted to give the Jubilee ticket, has finally rejoined the ODM party. That's a huge blow to the deputy president, William Ruto. Because we all remember the drama around Mariam Sharlet and Jubilee party. In fact, it threatened Jubilee party. For those who follow what happened during that time, just before the party nominations, Jubilee didn't have any candidate. And then one morning, Mariam Sharlet met with Sylvanus Osoro. And then Osoro convinced her to join Jubilee party. Mariam Sharlet was actually a front runner for that seat. Then Osoro took her to William Ruto. And then William Ruto promised to give her the ticket, the Jubilee ticket, and the support. And because of the relationship between President Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto, Raphael Tuju got wind. I think the president was outside the country. And Raphael Tuju was tasked with stopping that move. So he called for a press conference and announced that Jubilee party was not going to sponsor any candidate. Then the deputy president rushed and stormed Jubilee party headquarters. And by the time he arrived, Raphael Tuju had left. So Mariam Sharlet was not given the Jubilee ticket.
I think from yesterday, I brought my papers here. So now the people of Msambweni want to know if this country is being turned into a one-party state or what. Because it is my democratic right. It is to vie for the Msambweni by-elections, parliamentary seat. It is also the democratic right of the residents of Msambweni to elect a leader that they think is fit to represent them in parliament. Kwa hiyo mimi nimesikitika sana, namwambia Tuju atupatie mwelekezo. Na mimi sitoki hapa bila tikiti ya Jubilee.
And William Ruto was also banned by Raphael Tuju from setting foot in Jubilee party headquarters.
To him, congregating at the Serena Hotel and demanding to come to the headquarters. It took skillful persuasion to prevail on the other group not to descend on the party headquarters for confrontation that may have turned very ugly. While we recognize that it is important that we exercise wisdom and patience at the party headquarters, which you know have done, I've never spoken like this before, we have been forced by this, among other events, to make a painful choice between supporting our president or supporting the deputy president. We wish we did not have to make this choice.
I don't know how that drama ended internally within Jubilee party. And today, Mariam Sharlet has announced that she's defected back to ODM party. That's a big blow to the deputy president, William Ruto. Because William Ruto then looked for another candidate who was in ODM, Faisal, and sponsored the guy to contest as an independent candidate for Msambweni parliamentary election. And then he looked for two other guys, I think there were three, who were also planning to contest, and asked them to pull out of the race. So all these other guys were asked to support this gentleman, Faisal. And Jubilee party made it clear that they were going to support the ODM candidate. So the move by Sharlet Mariam to defect back to ODM party is a huge blow. It's a huge blow because the stakes in Msambweni are just so high for the deputy president William Ruto and his allies. These are the scenarios. These are the politics as they are in Msambweni currently. Number one, ODM party is keen on winning this seat. But ODM party don't want to make it a contest between Raila Odinga and William Samoei Ruto in Msambweni. They want the contest to be between William Ruto and Hassan Joho. So they've tasked Hassan Joho to be the face of that campaign. So it means if ODM party is going to win in Msambweni, then it's going to be a win for Joho and not a win for William Samoei Ruto. Because I'm privy to the arrangement within ODM party. There was two schools of thought. There was a school of thought which believed that Raila Odinga should actually be the face of that campaign. So that when they win, then the win is actually credited to him. But then there's a clique which strongly believe that the contest should not be between Raila Odinga and William Ruto. So they've tasked Hassan Joho and the governors from that region. Remember, the independent guy being fronted by the deputy president is being backed fully by Governor Salem Mvurya, who is the Kwale governor. So the contest there is going to be between William Ruto and Hassan Joho as far as ODM party are concerned. And as we speak, the ODM candidate is under isolation. He's unwell. The second issue there is that William Ruto allies at the coast must win this seat for them to survive, politically speaking. So the defection of Sharlet Mariam is going to affect them. Initially, William Ruto's game plan was very simple. Experiment what he experimented with Mariga in Kibra. Get a young girl, rally the youths around her, rally women, and then go there. Make it a popular candidate. Of course, Sharlet was a popular candidate. But these allies of the deputy president, their politics is going to depend on this particular seat. And that's why my friend Hassan Omar has been very clear that they must win that seat. So assuming they are going to lose the seat, if they don't win, they won't have any credibility. They won't have any voice to talk as members of parliament allied to the deputy president. So they must do everything possible. William Ruto must facilitate them to win that seat. If they won't win the seat, I can assure you, even the people who are planning to join William Ruto are not going to join William Ruto side from the coastal region. So the Msambweni by-election is so key and so dear to the allies of the deputy president from the coast. The second issue and the politics around it is that William Ruto, the presidential candidate now, must also win to prove a point. There is the notion that William Ruto has penetrated the coastal region. Msambweni provides the best opportunity for the deputy president to shine. He must shine. He must win. He must defeat Raila Odinga. And by defeating Raila Odinga, he's going to get that morale booster for himself and for his team. Because the fact of the matter is, in the last general election, Jubilee performed dismally at the coastal region. In Msambweni, they had in Kwale County, they had a Jubilee candidate, Mwashetani, the Lungalunga member of parliament, who won on a Jubilee ticket. But the presidential performance in that region, in Kwale, were actually the worst in the coastal region. Uhuru Kenyatta did not even reach, I think, was it even 12%? He didn't get that in Kwale. But they believe that William Ruto is different from Uhuru Kenyatta. And therefore, he has penetrated, and delivering this seat for him is a matter of life and death. The only bad thing now is that because of the COVID, the campaigns there have changed a bit, because I'm aware he was planning to go and camp in Msambweni and do what he used to do for Kibra people. Get a home there. Then the people of Msambweni would be going there every single morning, every evening, just to take shopping. You know, ile unaenda na 1,000 yako nini nini, the way he was doing in Kibra. So that's an issue which is playing out there. The other issue is that number 4 is a win for ODM in this particular election is going to be a moral booster for the handshake and the Building Bridges Initiative campaigns. Assuming the deputy president candidate wins, then the opponents of the Building Bridges Initiative and the handshake are going to have a voice. Tuju will be ashamed for not allowing the candidate to contest on Jubilee ticket. Tuju is the mouthpiece of President Uhuru Kenyatta. So ODM party must also ensure that they win this particular seat. And that's why I'm saying the Msambweni parliamentary election is actually going to shape the politics of 2022. That's the reality. And the good news is that now the campaigns have been suspended. So it means the people who are going to vote there are going to vote based on what they'll be told, not influence from outside. So if the Jubilee candidate, if the independent candidate, Faisal, is going to convince the people to vote for him, that's going to affect them. It's going to influence them. If it's going to be Boga, then again, it's going to, just because of that, external influence in this particular election is going to be minimal. And lastly, is also the Wiper candidate, who is very strong. I was there for 2 days. There's a Wiper candidate there who is very strong. And Wiper also have stakes in that particular election. Wiper is short of 1 member of parliament for them to qualify for political parties funding. Just 1. Remember in the last election, because they were under COD, ODM party used to share. But after the fallout, after the swearing in of Raila Odinga, they no longer receive that money. So if they'll win that particular seat, then Wiper is going to qualify for political parties funds. So Wiper party is also doing everything possible for them to win that seat. So the defection of Sharlet Mariam, who was a very youthful lady, very beautiful, was very popular with the youth and women in that constituency, coming back to ODM party is actually going to affect them. How is it going to affect both other candidates? If ODM was strong and Sharlet was also strong in ODM, it means Sharlet went with those ODM support. So if, say, she had like 2,000 or even 3,000 people supporting her, then contesting mpaka mwisho would have meant those 3,000 were going to vote for her. Now, if she's supporting Boga, it means these 3,000 people are going to come to Boga. And that's the challenge for William Ruto's candidate and the challenge for Kalonzo Musyoka's candidate. But let us wait and see how things are going to unfold. But I think the defection of Sharlet Mariam is actually a blessing to Raphael Tuju. It confirms that indeed William Ruto did not have a candidate. That the candidate heart was not in Jubilee Party. The candidate's heart was actually in ODM Party. And she just made a wrong judgment. Let me hear your thoughts. Do you think Sharlet Mariam's defection back to ODM Party is going to tilt the votes in favor of the ODM candidate? Or is it going to affect the independent candidate, Faisal, who is being supported by the deputy president? Let me hear your thoughts on this matter. Thank you guys, and if you're watching this video for the first time, please take a second or two and click subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.